the Delta IV Heavy left the factory in Decatur, Alabama, and arrived at Vandenberg in September 2009. In late January 2010, the Delta IV Heavy was transported from the horizontal integration facility to the launch pad at Space Launch Complex 6. On December 6th and 7th, the payload fairing was transported to the pad and mated to the Delta IV Heavy. And finally, approximately 24 hours ago, the Mobile Assembly Shelter, or MAS, rolled back. And 12 hours ago, the Mobile Service Tower, or MST, rolled in preparation for launch. The 33-story MST weighs over 9 million pounds and is rolled to its launch position 300 feet north of the Delta IV rocket. This is Delta Mission Control. And as I mentioned earlier, the Delta IV Heavy is carrying the NROL-49 mission for the National Reconnaissance Office. This is the fourth Delta IV flight for the NRO. The NRO is a joint organization engaged in the research and development, acquisition, launch, and operation of overhead reconnaissance systems necessary to meet the needs of the intelligence community and the Department of Defense. The mission of the NRO is innovative overhead intelligence systems for national security. And the NRO vision is vigilance from above. NRO commemorates 50 years of service to the nation in 2010 and 11. In addition to its significant historical accomplishments, the NRO is recognized for its transformational intelligence collection systems that are used to develop highly accurate military targeting data, also to support international peacekeeping and humanitarian relief operations, and assess the impact of natural disasters. NRO systems continue to ensure vigilance from above.
Minus 30.
Green board.
Minus 25 seconds.
Flight lock in.
T minus 15,
Minus
14, 13,
Repeat.
12, 11, 10,
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
4, 3,
We have ignition of the main engines.
1, 0.
We have liftoff.
2.
Liftoff of the United Launch Alliance Delta IV Heavy rocket carrying the NROL-49 mission for the National Reconnaissance Office. This marks the first West Coast Delta IV Heavy launch.
Okay, we're going to pick up post list carrying at 15.
Recovering nicely from the initial launch transients. 40 seconds in. Standing by for the partial thrust command to go to the core booster.
And you are hearing the voice of Steve Agate, and he's providing launch vehicle ascent data.
Passing 1 minute and 4 seconds into the flight. Good engine control. Coming up 1 minute and 19 seconds. Mark, 1 minute and 19 seconds. Now at max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. Now at 1 minute and 24 seconds. Mach 1. Vehicle now going transonic. Passing 1 minute 32 seconds. Altitude now is 7.8 nautical miles. Velocity 1,677 feet per second. Downrange distance continues to look good. 1 minute 42 seconds in. chamber pressures continuing to look good, holding very well in the port and starboard boosters in the full thrust mode, and in the core, a good core chamber pressure level in the partial thrust mode. Mission events are occurring very close to the expected time. Hydrazine system pressurization has now begun on the second stage, passing 2 minutes, 10 seconds in. Engine steering very good, very little movement. Coming up on the 2 minutes, 25 seconds mark. 2 minutes, 25 seconds, altitude now passing 20 nautical miles, velocity 3,233 feet per second. Coming up on 2:43, mark, 2 minutes, 43 seconds, Delta 4 vehicle now only weighs 1/2 of what it did at launch about 2 minutes, 50 seconds ago, as we're expelling propellant at the rate of 4,700 pounds per second. Coming up on 3 minutes into the flight. Mark, 3 minutes in, still looking good. Chamber pressures continuing to hold rock solid on the port and starboard boosters in the full thrust mode, and a good partial thrust reading in the core booster. Engine control continues to look good. Very little movement. Coming up on 3 minutes, 20 seconds, mark. We've got about 1/2 minute before the port and starboard boosters get toggled down to their partial thrust levels. 20 seconds until event. Altitude now passing 45 nautical miles, velocity 8,600 feet per second. Standing by for the partial thrust command. And we have partial thrust command. Chamber pressures now beginning to drop in the port and starboard boosters, leveling out. All 3 boosters now in the partial thrust mode. And we have MECO in the port and starboard boosters, and separation. Core booster now has powered up into the full power mode again.
And we just heard Steve Agate confirm jettison of the port and starboard common booster cores. And the mission continues nominally at this point. Our next event is MECO, or main engine cutoff, and that'll take place a little less than a minute from now. At this point, let's go back to Steve Agate.
85 nautical miles, velocity 14,000 feet per second. Coming up on the 5-minute mark into the flight. Mark, 5 minutes in, about 20 seconds until we expect to go to the partial thrust mode again in the core booster. Okay, now in partial thrust mode on the core, standing by for MECO. And we have MECO. Main engine has cut off. Standing by for SEP. And we have separation. And we have NEDS. The nozzle is deploying, and we have igniter spark standing by for ignition, and we have ignition. Ignition on the second stage. Second stage, chamber pressure beginning to rise. Good chamber pressure from the second stage, good engine control on the second stage. Standing by for fairing SEP. We have fairing SEP. Fairing has separated.